Okay, so rate my prof, Strangelove, take one.
Right, what's my motivation for this scene?
I don't know what to say about these.
Very interesting professor, didn't post any notes online, so missing class meant getting notes from someone else. Well, don't miss class.
Thought it would be an easy class. Totally wrong. But it was because he made it way harder than it needed to be. He talks forever about nothing, and then all the random stuff he said ends up on the exam with no warning. The textbook is one that he wrote and has nothing to do with the subject of the course. It's more like a novel-length essay. You're an idiot.
Ugh, not a fan of Lennox-Terrion. Boring. I can read the book on my own time. Thanks. Do you like being spoon-fed and bored? Then take this class. Material is tired and old, and she brings nothing new to it. Okay?
Best teacher ever, so yeah, I'm good with that.
You must be an idiot. You're an idiot. Better luck picking easy courses next time.
This teacher has a mental problem. He should go to the hospital. He's crazy.
Okay, but I didn't learning too much. Yeah, I can understand that from reading that comment.
Well, I am a bit crazy in the classroom, but this sort of begs the issue of whether or not the students learn something in my class and whether I'm an effective pedagogue. So, yes, a little crazy is part of my persona when I'm teaching. Once I leave the classroom, I'm a totally normal guy.
We need more profs like Jenepher. She is one of the best out there. She cares about her students and wants to see them succeed. Her exams reflect the course content, thus giving you an opportunity to do well if you have studied. Too many profs will throw curveball exams, but not Jenepher. Very good lectures too, and she's always available to talk. It's nice.
He rambles and is very unclear. He goes off on tangents that are absolutely horrendous. Had to make his second midterm easier because everyone failed the first one due to his unclarity. Shows weird videos. Tough.
I think he is just doing his job as he should be. Well, of course, that's what I get paid to do. People should stop trying to make him out to be a god. We shouldn't be applauding someone for doing something they are paid tremendously to do. He is a professor who plays the role of a professor truly and nothing more. The fact that he resembles Tom Cruise is more than trivial.
I'm only a first-year student, but honestly, this is hands down the best prof I've ever had. She truly cares for her students, tries to memorize all her students' names, even though it's a class of 200. She's super clear on what she expects of you, and there are no surprise questions on the exam. Loved her and wish more profs were like her. Now that's really nice.
Well, actually, I've always thought that Tom Cruise looks like me, but that's just me. Yeah, I can understand, I'm just doing my job, but I think, I don't have an issue if people appreciate if I maybe do a job, as good as I can. You can always just do a job to get the money, or you can maybe put a little more effort into it. And if you want people to put a little more effort into it, maybe you should, let them know that it's appreciated.
He seems like a nice enough man, but he tries too hard to be eccentric and is highly disorganized. Uses long, pretentious words in his lectures and his textbooks when concepts can be described very simply. His tests contain grammar mistakes and multiple answers for the same question. With an average of 90% in other classes, I got a 70 in this one. Too bad. I don't care, whatever.
Looks like the kind of guy who tore up the poontang when he was young. Yeah. Okay.
Amazing teacher, well deserved to be in the top 10 of Ontario's best professors. That's quite gratifying.
Waste of time, patronizing, dull, unenthusiastic, arrogant.
Responsible, respected, recommended. Yes, that's also pleasing to read as well.
Now, I actually have never heard arrogant before, but that's all right.
He tries so hard to be weird and eccentric, too hard. His lectures are a waste of time. He rambles, goes completely off topic, and reads passages out of his own textbook. It's terrible when professors use their own textbooks.
Doesn't like when I watch YouTube in his class. Well, it doesn't make much sense to me to enroll at the university, pay the tuition, forego any job experience so that you can watch YouTube in class. It seems to me as though this person just doesn't belong at the university at all.
Students always ask me, what do you think is the secret to doing well in your class, or actually in any classes in the university? And I'd say it pretty much boils down to three things. First, you gotta be at class. Students feel like, unless you take participation or attendance points, that it's kind of optional to come to class, and I'd say that's a big mistake, because A, the prof is gonna talk about things that you're supposed to know, but B, the prof often gives things that'll help you in your exams, in your papers, and your assignments, so tells you things that you need to know.
To those who want to know how they can succeed in my class, I give them study tips. It's posted on the course web, and I do the best that I can with 900 students every single academic year without fail.
Second, when you're in class, first of all, I do say sit not necessarily the very front row, but the second or third row, and try to get away from everybody with their laptops that are distracting you. So get close to the front and get away from distractions. And third, and fourth, if I can, do read the assignments and read them before you come to class. So read the chapter, read the readings, whatever it is, do the work before class. And then while you're in class, this was really the third point, while you're in class, engage with the material, listen, think about it, ask a question, answer a question, and just try to be interested in the material. So that's why if you've read the material beforehand, when you get to class, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I read that in the book, or oh, when I read that, I didn't really get that. So come to class, sit close to the front, and read beforehand, and then engage with the material while you're in the lecture. If you do all that, you will be a student who does a lot better than you used to be.
There you go.